Hi everyone, it's Mike here. Thanks for joining me for another Make It video. Today we're looking at Christmas, as it's already December, and today I'm going to show you how to create this really effective sort of blingy gold pearlescent card out of just one topper, one punch, and maybe a circle die. There you go, that's all you need. So I'm going to begin by taking out the topper from the Team Santa die cut topper set. So obviously we're going to use the circle version of the Father Christmas. So that will just pop out of the sheet and we can put those to one side for later use. So what I need to do is I need to create or cut out using a pair of, well, either using your dies, spellbinded dies or whatever circle dies you've got, or using a pair of the circle scissors. Now these create circles or cut out circles in quite a few different increments, as you can see. So for this one I'm going to do a 3 3/4 inch circle in silver, and not in silver, sorry, in the gold milled paper, which I showed you earlier on the card. So this is the gold paper, so it does have an embossed pattern. Oh, that's it, it's just been picked up now. It's about 100 GSM and is available in packs of 10. So I'm going to create the mat out of this and also cut out a circle with that, using the scissors. And the base of the card is just a piece of dark blue pearlescent card from Stash. And I'm also going to cut out a circle. Once I've done the card base, obviously, which I've got here, I'm also going to cut out a circle from this using the circle scissors too, at the same size. And then I'm going to cut them in half. So I'm going to go off and cut all the pieces that I need. So I'm going to cut the mats, the layers and the circles, and I'll be back in a few seconds. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut out all of my circles and my mats, which I have here. I've got my gold circle that I've cut in half, and I've also got my blue circle that's also been cut in half, and then we're going to rejoin those together the opposite way around on our card front. I think I'll use that one there. So I'm going to stick that onto there, and that's going to get stuck onto there. And then our topper will go directly over the top like so, and then that's going to get placed onto our card base. Now I may, which I think I probably will, turn that round so it's at the top and the blue's at the bottom. I can just move that around a little bit. So you can always have a play to see which way round you're happy with the placement of your bits and pieces, because it's not until you actually start playing around with it you think, oh, actually I don't quite like that the way it is. So you're happier with that. So it's not in the direct middle, but I don't want it to be in the direct middle. I just want it to be towards the top. Now what I could have done, actually I may do this again and cut this at exactly half that, and then drop that into the middle like so. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend this piece and I'm going to make it so that it comes the whole halfway down. That's probably going to be the best idea. So, slight change of plan, and this is what happens when you're doing it on the hoof. I will be back once I've cut out that piece from another piece of the blue cardstock. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, well that didn't take too long. It was already almost there, just wanted to be just a little bit deeper. So, you know, a couple of millimeters sometimes does make all the difference. So what I'm going to start doing now is I'm actually going to start and glue all this together. I am going to use wet glue this time because I do want a little bit of wiggle room with it, just so that I know I've got everything lined up and centered. So I'll just put a little bit of glue on the back there. It's starting to run out now. So this is my card. So So I'm going to drop that over the top so that I've got a little bit of a blue border all the way around. And then I'm going to take my card and then drop that down. Now using the other half, I can position both so that I know that they're in the middle. But I'm only going to stick down the top one because that's where I want the dark. So using the glue again. He's getting it all over his fingers. I'm going to stick the glue on the back. I'll put the glue on the back, not stick it on the back. And then just use that piece on the bottom there as a placeholder, just so that I know I'm pretty much getting it in the middle. So if I drop that down there and just join them both together, because I know they came from the same piece, I can just maneuver it slightly, because there is a little bit of wiggle room, to make sure that I've got it nicely lined up, which I think I have. And then I can take my gold circle, and I know that can stick on there quite nicely now. That's the wrong one. I should move everything out the way that I'm not using, shouldn't I? Otherwise you end up using the wrong piece. And then I can stick that one down right in the middle there, and this one can go right there. Almost there. Fantastic. Okay, so I'll stick the blue one down first. I do like this dark blue and gold combination. It's very, very pretty. So I'll stick that down like so. Now that's in place. I can stick my gold one above. And then using the corner and the line, I can just use that as a slight guide, and then just gently stick it down. There we go. How's that? Beautiful. It's nice just on its own, isn't it? Really, it looks like a sunset, and then you've got a shadow. Very pretty. Okay, so I'm now going to take my topper and I'm going to glue that down onto the front. It's fairly flat. No, there's hardly any damage. There's not much dimension in this at all. But one of the things that I always say about card making is that, you know, you can use up bits and bobs, bits of scrap. It really is up to you to get the most out of your stash. And I think being able to make a Christmas card just out of 2 different types of card or 2 different colours and 1 topper is, you know, brilliant, because what more do you need? I mean, we can see it's Father Christmas, so you don't need a sentiment on there saying Merry Christmas, because you can see that it's Christmas because it's got Father Christmas on it. Okay, so the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of that gold scrap and I'm going to reach into my, it says reaching into my craft stash and pull out a snowflake punch. Now hopefully this is going to work, and I'm just going to do 3. There we go. And I'm going to just stick those little gold snowflakes around like so, just to add a little bit of dimension. Now I'm only going to use a tiny bit of glue for this. I'm hoping that I've got my, yes, there it is, my little Zig glue gun or glue pen. All I'm going to do is just put a tiny little dot of the glue just on the little snowflakes. Do you call them arms? I suppose you could do. The fronds. I'm just going to place that down. I'm just going to drop it and let it go where it wants to. Now, because you can get quite a decent precision with these pens, because you're only putting on tiny dots of glue, you literally just let it do what it wants. They will stick, trust me. So you could use your, if you've got a fine applicator tip, it's just as good. And then I'm just going to drop that one around about towards the middle. And then I'm going to do 2 out of the blue. Ooh, let's see if it'll punch out, because it's quite a thick card. If it doesn't, no, it won't go through. It's a bit too thick for that punch. Let me see if I've got another punch somewhere which is maybe slightly different. Let's see whether this will go through the card. See, it's a lever punch. There you go. Good old tonic. And these are slightly smaller. Brilliant. So we've got 3 little blue snowflakes, and I'm just going to do exactly the same thing with these. So this time I'm just going to add a little bit of the glue just into the middle. I'm just going to drop 1. Now of course it does look as though you've punched through the blue into the gold behind, and that you've stuck the blue onto there, but you haven't. Quite deceptive, but quite a quick and easy card to do. Yeah, how easy. Now if you wanted to, you could add a couple or some little gems or some little white pearls into the centres of those, but I don't think it needs it. I think that on its own, with the sentiment, with a little plain insert panel, is more than enough for Christmas.